whatever I bet, I could change the odds for every bookmaker in the country.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Yeah. Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
What is up, everybody? The Gritty Gamblers are back in the building. How you doing, Matt? How you doing? I had a wonderful parlay hit last night at plus 1,000 odds. Had a plus 250 hit too. So we're feeling good coming into the day. How are you feeling?
Could have been better. I mean, we hit a nice little parlay on Tuesday when we got plus money on the Abs. You know, I always love talking about the Abs plus money. Abs money line is like a drug. You can't quit, bro. It's there. You can't quit it. It's an addiction. They always win sometimes in the playoffs nowadays. I mean, it's scary, bro. The machine, and especially because the matchup that they have, they're just, bro. It's gonna be. We'll get into it more in a little bit, but the matchup with the Stars in this series is very advantageous for the Avalanche.
Nice.
We've covered it a little bit in the past, but we'll get into it a little bit more.
Yeah, I was watching the game last night after the Pacers failed me.
Oh, we want to cover that game first?
I turned it off, and I was sitting there like, should I take it? And then they scored. They were down 2-0.
Are you talking about the Canucks, bro? Oh my gosh, bro! I'm not trying to hear
this
right
now.
They
went down 4-1 or some shit, and I was like, yo, I'm not taking this. I turned it off. Wake up, I see this guy in the Discord talking about, bro, I had the Oilers. Yeah.
I was sick to my stomach, bro. They gave it y'all a little break, and I had a
nice, he's 4-1 in playoffs right now in hockey since last.
I'm doing pretty well in the playoffs betting wise.
Yo, he said he's 4-1, and he said the Canucks got him. I started dying laughing,
bro. Literally,
I went and looked at the score immediately. I was like, "There's no way they won," and I went and looked at it, and I'm like, "Dude, hockey is so weird."
Bro, to break it down to y'all, I'm shook, man. All right, so I kind of slept through the Panthers and Bruins game. I'm not gonna lie, I caught up on it after the fact, but I had Panthers 3-way money line minus 105, which was a nice. This was in a parlay, so it didn't matter because I had it parlayed with the Oilers normal money line. Oilers proceed to go up 4-1. By the end of this second period, it's 4-2. Go into the third period, in a 6-minute span, they proceed to give up 3 goals to lose the game 5-4 in normal regulation, bro. I was stunned. I couldn't believe it, bro. I watched both the last two happen, too. I was just like, all right, bro, is this what we're doing? Is this really what we're doing today, dog?
This is what we're doing today.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I was sick to my stomach. But besides that, just to cover some of the better parts of the week for me, I did have on that plus money with the Avs on Tuesday. I had the Thunder parlayed with that. The Thunder were a lock on Tuesday night.
Nice, yeah. I was gonna take them, and then I just didn't take anything.
Yeah, that was solid. MLB starting to get wishy-washy. Some of these pitchers are starting to come regression to the mean. That's just to give a overall heads up.
I agree.
Yeah.
MLB is getting weird, man.
It's getting really weird, bro. We're going to look into it today. I don't know why the Reds are priced what they're at just because they're playing a backup, I guess. But the Reds haven't won a game in 7 games. They're almost about to get so. I mean, they could win today, but, bro, I don't see it.
So we can go ahead and get into. You want to get into baseball or hockey first?
Let's get into baseball first because it's
baseball.
The early game.
All right. So
let me ask you your opinion on the game. What do you think about the Minnesota and the Seattle game?
So I was gonna. This is one of the ones I had questions for you. I like Seattle.
Okay, I can see arguments both ways.
I had Seattle yesterday.
Did they win?
No.
Okay. The Twins are hot right now, but not even just that. It's the Twins' ace versus. I mean, Logan Gilbert is probably one of the Mariners' best pitchers. I don't think he's the ace. I know last episode I said Castillo was the ace, but their technical ace is probably George Kirby right now. Castillo is probably like the guy who's coming right out of his prime, but Kirby's probably their ace right now. And Gilbert's right up there with him. So Gilbert's been pitching really well this year. I can see the
Yeah,
argument to it.
169 ERA and 3-0, so that's pretty damn good.
40. What I also look at is he's pitched 47 innings. He's pitching over 6, 7 innings each start. Every start he's besides one where he pitched 5 and 2 quarters, 2/3. He'd gone over 6 innings, multiple 6+ innings. So
And he's gotten over 5.5 strikeouts twice in a row. He's gotten 9-1 the first game, for Seattle on the 28th, and then he got over 5 versus the Astros. He got 6.
Pablo Lopez is in a similar spot to where Castillo was a couple days ago when we were on the last episode. His record started off not as good, but he's done his
He's
last
got
3
good
starts.
K's too.
Yeah, I mean Pablo Lopez is one of the better pitchers in the game. His ERA is not showing it because he's been getting caught a little bit, but Pablo Lopez is good.
He's got 8 strikeouts each game.
Yeah, it's a game that concerns me, man. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know which way to lean.
See, this is why I wanted to put it in a money line. But what do you think about the under in that game too?
I mean, you're getting an almost pitcher's duel, so it could definitely hit. The under's been. Well, let me see what it's sitting at right now. Sitting at 6.5. I'm chilling, bro. 7.5, 6.5. I'm good off that. I'm good off
But
that.
yeah, so I do have one bet on the other game that starts at 1.
Okay. You the
I
Diamondbacks and
have the
Reds?
I have the Reds.
Oof, really?
Everyone's taking the Reds.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I get
A
it,
lot of
but
sharps.
I get it. I don't see it.
I had the Reds yesterday too.
Yeah, bro. What
It's one
happened
spot
yesterday?
loss.
Yeah, bro. I didn't mean to say it like that. I just meant like I'm staying off. One of our homies, Solo, that we always be mentioning on here. He sent a good stat actually right before the show started. The whole division's on a losing streak right now, bro. The whole NL Central.
But both teams stink.
I mean, the Diamondbacks still got a solid lineup.
17 and 20 though. Reds are 16 and 20. I will say, I was watching the Reds yesterday. Ellie De La Cruz he stole 2 bases yesterday.
Ellie De La Cruz is nice. He's fired. Don't get me wrong, but he's one player.
He like stole back to back too. He's pretty cool.
I saw him steal second and third, and I saw him steal like third and
You watched
home
it too?
once. Yeah, I
Nah,
watched.
yeah, I've seen those highlights, but
Yeah, that was earlier this year. I wanted to ask you about one of our favorite teams. To be honest,
the Brewers,
they're in trouble tonight, aren't they?
yeah, I think so.
They're gonna get the Sonny Gray treatment, and it's a bullpen game for them.
Yeah, and their starter sucks.
It's a bullpen game, I assume. I mean, I could
They
be
have
wrong,
the
but
money though.
it's because it's at home, probably. They swept the Cardinals on the road earlier this year.
What do you think about the under?
Under could definitely hit. The under hit in 2 of their earlier games by a good margin. Plus, the Brewers are like, they've been, most of their games generally, not always, but recently have pretty gone under.
Wind's going 9.8 degrees out to the right too, so they're going to be hitting foul balls.
Under could be solid. It's at like, it's a little bit high. I think it's sitting around like 7.5. It dropped to 8.5. It's been
Contreras is
hiked.
out too. Has he been out though?
Which Contreras, Wilson or William?
Wilson.
Okay, yeah, he got hurt the other game. Yeah, I saw that happen. He took a bat to the head.
Yeah, the other one on Milwaukee's been playing pretty good.
What'd you think about the Guardians today on the road with the White Sox?
Oh, I was going to take the Guardians.
Okay, I was about to ask you. Yeah. Is the movement that good? I don't see crazy good movement on it. Now, I will say this. Fetty, I've seen him in the Nationals when he was pitching here the other year, last year, I think, or the year before. He's not good, but he's not, like, terrible. He's, like, sometimes he can pitch solid and give you some solid innings. Like, he pitched a pretty good game versus the Rays a little bit back where he gave up 7 hits but 2 earned runs, but he went, like, 8 innings. Some crazy stuff for the White Sox, man.
So, St. Louis Cardinals First 5 or St. Louis Cardinals to win?
St. Louis Cardinals F5, you said?
First 5?
Probably. I mean, I might just take the Cardinals to win, to be honest. If it's a bullpen game for the Brewers, I might not really care. They have a good bullpen, yes, but their bullpen's going to have to probably pitch earlier.
Cardinals first 5?
I guess, but I might just take their money line.
And then Guardians.
Guardians could be interesting. Yeah, for sure. I just want to check one last thing. Where was it?
Or the Reds.
I'm not going to take the Reds, personally. If you're going to take Guardians or the other one, take the Guardians.
So we're going parlay. We're going Cardinals,
Okay.
Guardians.
Okay.
Who else did we say?
We didn't really look at the rest of the games for this slate, so we can keep looking. Have we looked at the Yankees game yet? No, we have not.
St. Louis. Why can't I bet on St. Oh, I have.
You have Final Five.
No, I took the
Money line? Okay.
Seattle.
Seattle could be interesting. It's a dicier game. Like, those 1 o'clock games are really dicey. It's the first 1 o'clock, the 1 o'clock game in Minnesota is going to be real good. I like that series.
I'm not gonna take Seattle. Might take the under.
Okay.
I don't know. It's really low. I could get beat up pretty quick. What's the wind going?
I told you it's sitting at 6.5. It's crazy.
It's 10.5 and it's kind of coming in.
Oh, which one is 10.5?
Miles per hour. The wind, Seattle, Minnesota.
Oh, okay. They must think that plus a pitcher's duel is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's down to 6.5. Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I told you. I wasn't trying to touch it.
Might be a 2-day.
The Cardinals are getting solid movement right now.
All right, I just took 2 straight bets. So that's what we'll ride with. Play out the 3 straight bets.
Okay. And then just to cover the other MLB games tonight, what are you thinking about the Giants and Rockies?
I don't know. I've been staying off both those teams. I know the Rockies stink. It is in Rockies Stadium, so I mean,
They're trying to avoid the sweep today.
I don't know. I don't like either one of those teams. They both stink.
What you think about the Yankees and Astros?
I was thinking Astros.
You think so? Because they haven't beat the Yankees all year.
Is that their ace, Blanco? No.
Their
Verlander
ace
is
is
ace.
Valdez probably this year.
This dude's 2.103
He's
RA.
good. He threw a no. He's the guy who threw a no hitter this year.
Nah, I don't know. Fade Stroman and the Braun.
Let's see. Has Stroman pitched versus the Astros this year already? Let's see. He has, and they won. He has, and they won. That's interesting. That means he. Let me see what Blanco did versus the Yankees.
This says
Yeah,
take
he didn't get
over
touched.
2.5 runs allowed on Marcus Stroman.
Interesting. Okay. So they think he's gonna get touched.
Yeah, touched.
Hmm. And then, did you have any thoughts on that Royals Angels game at the end?
I was just about to pull it up. I was just about to ask you the same. I mean,
Royals are getting solid movement, but it's not both. Reed Detmers was okay to start the year, but he's starting to get touched. In his
yeah,
last
both those
starts, he
pitchers stink.
in his last start he gave up 7 earned runs, 5 earned runs, and 4 earned runs in his last 3 starts. After starting the year off really well. Now Michael Walker hasn't been that good either. He's been getting hit. He got crushed to give up 7 earned runs in his last start. Gave up 4 earned runs in the start before that, 2 each in the 2 starts before that, and 5 in the start before that. So they're both getting hit. The over in this game sitting at like 8.5. The MLB slate's pretty trash today.
Yeah, it's not good.
No bueno, no bueno.
I took some. You said NBA, right?
We can get into the NBA now if you want. Yeah,
What did you say? What did you say?
I said no bueno, no bueno.
No. Right before you said what was slate was not good.
Oh, the MLB.
Oh yeah. MLB is alright, but the NBA is not that good either.
OKC, that's the pick.
-5.
I mean, I thought it was too much, yeah, but when you really think about it, it's not. They've covered that every single game in the playoffs but one, which was game 1, which they won by 2.
I want to stay off. I took some crowd.
OKC alt spread 3.5, 2.5 is definitely a nice parlay builder. I'm just giving y'all a heads up.
I'm not mad about that.
Because they'll win the second game at home. I don't think Dallas gets a game until they get it on the road. I mean, until they get back in Dallas. And then the only reason he's saying the slate's terrible is because the Celtics are about to beat up on the Cavs again.
Yeah, but if you want another parlay builder, it should be 24.5 over for Jason Tatum because he played terrible last game and only had like 18 points.
Maybe. You want me to tell you what I think on Tatum? I think he's just fitting into his role this year and realizing that Derek White and Jaylen Brown have been playing better than him in the playoffs, so he's just feeding them more.
Maybe. I feel like he's got to bounce back.
You're absolutely right, but I don't know if his bounce back is necessarily scoring. It might just be playing better defense, not shooting as many shots instead of bricking. Because he was not making that many shots, and Derek White and Jaylen Brown have each started taking over games. Even Drew Holiday, KP before he got hurt. Jason Tatum's not playing terrible. He's just not playing good basketball right now for what his standards are.
Wow, he looked like shit last game. I was watching some of it.
But he's been doing that throughout the playoffs, is my point. This isn't the first game.
All right.
So,
I just felt like he was coming.
and it might be. I mean, 24 is not terrible. It's 24 points. He can do that in his sleep. But what I'm getting at is the long-term goal throughout the playoffs of he's probably realizing that he's not hitting right now.
I took a long shot parlay.
Which was?
Plus 2,100 with the profit boost on FanDuel. Josh Giddey over 8.5 points. Lugent Dort, whatever his name is, over 16.5. Evan Mobley double. Donovan Mitchell over 39.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Al Horford under 9.5 points.
Okay. Yeah, that one's not too bad. Say it one more time for the good people.
We got Josh Giddey.
Mm-hmm.
No Diddy, no Giddey. Over 8.5 points, though. We got Dort over 16.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Evan Mobley double. We're looking for the points and rebounds there. Donovan Mitchell over 39.5 points, rebounds, and assists from what I was reading and listening on, Donovan Mitchell is their entire offense.
He's a
Besides
playoff riser. He plays
what,
better in the playoffs.
and he's gotten hot before. Back in the day when he was playing with Rudy with the Utah Jazz, he got really hot in the playoffs there. So I think he continues to play hot.
Brother,
Al,
he got hot last series.
Al Horford under 9.5 points. Al Horford stinks, bro. Come on, he can hit.
You know how mad you'd be if Al Horford's the one that messes up your parlay.
I'm gonna be pretty mad, but
But yeah, that was good for the good people, for the good people.
that's a big like lottery play. Then we got another parlay, but we'll save that for when we talk about hockey.
What'd you say?
I got a hockey parlay.
Oh yeah, you were. I think you were mentioning this to me. Like
Yeah, you know
the
two of the plays,
yeah.
three of the
Okay.
plays.
So before we do that, I did want to cover this. My afternoon yesterday was pretty great watching Real Madrid and Bayern Munich in the Champions League semifinal. The winner goes to the Champions League final, and it was actually great television because I was there watching it with some family, and I'm not gonna lie, partly I was under the influence. I was pretty teed. I was enjoying myself watching that game, man. Literally, it was chaos because Real Madrid gave up a goal at the 70th minute marker, and then at the 88th minute marker they scored a goal to tie it, and then in the 92nd minute of in extra time, not like extra time like the 120 minutes, it was just stoppage time, so whatever the extra time was left from the second half,
Yeah,
the stoppage time, 2 minutes into stoppage time, they get the goal to go ahead after they just scored the equalizer. Real Madrid, so more Madrid magic happened, and the goal was called offsides, but then they came back and looked at the replay, and like when I first saw it happen live, I didn't think it was offsides because I realized the player was offsides originally, yes, but when the pass was made to the other guy, the guy was behind the ball by the time the ball came in, so he was onside. Therefore, the goal will count if they reviewed it. They ended up reviewing it, and it counted. I'm just like, that makes sense. So it was just scenes because it's one of the crazy. Madrid is always known for pulling off neat magic. I'll never forget a couple years back. It was like 2, 3 years ago in the semifinal. They were down. They needed 2 goals to beat Manchester City to advance to the final to win in a year that they won the cup, and they scored 2 goals in stoppage time after the 90th minute with in like the 91st and 94th minute to win that game and eventually win that cup. So Real Madrid is known for this type of stuff recently. It's just insane the finish that they had, and what they did yesterday was just incredible.
yeah. Fuck Real Madrid. Fuck, let's go Man City.
He's just hurt they sent them home.
Yeah. On.
No, that was a great game. You want to cover some UFC this week?
Yeah, if you want to get into it, let's get into some UFC.
So we got a couple
Fight
fights.
night.
The main thing, yeah, the fight night card. The only reason I brought it up is because I wanted to look up the second to last fight, which was the Joaquin Butley fight. He's fighting a big guy, 6'5" guy named Ruz Zubalev. He's giving up the reach advantage in this one. Actually, no, they got the same reach. So actually, that's pretty big. So I actually like Buckley in this fight. He's ranked now, and he wanted to get another fight in real quick after the fight he had before. I think this is a really, really solid opportunity for Buckley to look good in his hometown. Trust me. Yeah, this is going to be super solid. I like that right now. The odds are sitting around -130, -140 for him. So I take Buckley on that fight night card. I like that fight a lot. Another one that might be interesting is I was telling you a few months back about this Robles de Spain. He's a former Cuban Olympic fighter. I think it was in karate, if I'm not mistaken. Crazy power for heavyweight. They're giving him another guy to fight on this main card. He's a -240 favorite, so he's nice. Something you'd want to
That
use.
guy.
Like, no, that's Derek Lewis. We'll get to him in a second. He's not. This isn't the main event. We'll get to Derek Lewis in a second. But Robles de Spain, I think this is a solid fight for him. He's fighting Waldo's Cortez Acosta, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and solid fight for de Spain. I think this is going to be another performance for him to get a knockout in. So I'd take him money line if you're doing a builder. And then to who you just mentioned, Derek Lewis. He's fighting a guy named Rogério Nascimento. Generally, when you're putting him in these types of positions, Derek Lewis, he's very good at what I like to call fraud checking fighters who are at that type of level trying to become big. Sometimes he gets hit, yes, but generally he does good at fraud checking them. Not everyone is going to be Almeida with the crazy wrestling that does everything and all these whoop-de-doo. No, not everyone's going to be like Almeida, man. So, because Almeida's the last guy to really get Lewis to where, like, he's like, damn, he survived the Lewis fraud check. So, it's a safe bet, these type of situations, to take Derek Lewis. That's sitting around minus 170 right now. Those 3 fights are probably the 3 fights I'd look at the most. The Despain fight, the Buckley fight, and then the Lewis fight for those three
The
fighters.
Lewis by knockout.
You could. I mean, it's a heavyweight main event. I doubt that thing's going 5 rounds.
Yeah, I saw the overs set at 1.5.
Yeah, bro. It shouldn't go. It's a heavyweight main event, brother. It should not be going 5 rounds.
Yeah, I see odds makers think it's going to end pretty quick as well, just like you.
Yeah, bro.
No articles for me though right now on the UFC, so except that guy.
That's
I do
funny.
see the first guy you were talking about. The odds aren't really going in his favor.
Buckley,
Yeah, Buckley.
he's fighting a guy that's 6'5". That's probably why.
Okay.
But they got similar reach.
Yeah, Nursultan Ruzegov
Yeah.
and Joaquin Buckley.
Let me double check on the fan. I don't think there's too many big boxing fights we got to cover. The only thing I want to mention is Kambosos versus Lomachenko. So that one could be super interesting. Let me pull this up. Where is it? Where is it? Boxing, boxing, boxing. Gotta go to the sports book for this because I gotta see the fresh odds. Why is this book playing with me, bro? It's not trying to show me no boxing. Hold up, give me a second. My book playing with me. Oh, there it is. I found it. All right. Lomachenko is now minus 750. Oh, wow. All right, Lomachenko, it might be a wrap up. Last time I said something like this, it wasn't really a really good option. I did say, I remember I brought up on the last time we looked at boxing, I said one of those options on Inoue, either finish him in 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One of those would probably be solid, and he finished him in that time period. So anyway, he got knocked down in the first round, but he came back up and finished the job on Neri. So that's a nice little shout out anyway. But the rest of the card, I mean, I don't know about that Kambosos fight on Saturday, man. I'd probably stay off it because it's not moving in his favor. It's really not. Brother is minus 750 Lomachenko against him. That is crazy. And then let's see other big fights to look at. We're gonna come back and review it in a couple weeks, in the next week or two. But Alexander Usyk is minus 112 versus Tyson Fury. It's almost a 50-50 fight. I'm leaning Usyk right now, but time will tell where that line moves, so we'll follow that line.
Bet.
That's
Nice.
like the big fight of the month, heavyweight undisputed title. And then we're gonna have the June 1st card to cover, which is gonna be. That's gonna be fun. We're gonna have the Hercevic versus Dubois heavyweight fight. We got the week before that to cover Josh Taylor versus Jack Catterall too. That's gonna be interesting. So we got a couple fights. We got Deontay Wilder versus Zaylee Zhang in the main event of the June 1st card too. So yeah, I mean boxing's
Is
gonna be
oh never mind. You're talking
June.
about
Yeah,
boxing.
it's the June 1st card, and we have the May 18th card with Tyson Fury and Usyk. So boxing is gonna have a couple spots to look at. They're gonna be super interesting coming up.
When's UFC 303?
That's not till the end of June, and we got 302 before that, which is at the beginning of June.
So we gotta wait till 29th to see McGregor fight.
Yeah, bro. Man, all these casuals, man. I don't care about no dang McGregor, bro.
Nah, he's gonna knock him out. You heard me.
I'm hyped for that Islam Makhachev versus Poirier. The fact that Makhachev is already minus 600 versus Poirier is terrifying.
He's minus 600.
Yeah, bro, for the title.
Dang. You got anything else on UFC
Well, nah, we're gonna wait probably for
next week?
the rest of the cards to load up. Yeah, I wanted to look at the fight night card for tonight,
Oh, okay.
but I mean, it's not for tonight, for Saturday. You ready to cover the NHL?
Yeah.
So before we get into the NHL, we did already cover what happened in the Canucks game, but the Panthers game was also like, yeah, like Panthers game was they got their get back from the Bruins to make that 1-1. So super interesting where that series is gonna go. You know that's my catchphrase. I love calling everything interesting.
Bro, the Canucks. I still can't believe they
We're
can
not
win.
talking about that game. All right, moving back on to the game today. First, we got the Rangers and the Canes, and I think the Canes are gonna get the game three back to get it 2-1 in the series after going down 2-0 in a game where they went to double overtime in the game before they lost by 1 goal. So two super tight games on the road. I think they get a game at home tonight. What do you have for your point? I know you have a points parlay, right?
Yeah, I got a points parlay with the little over in the goals and money line bet. We got Carolina Hurricanes going against my Rangers tonight, but we're taking the Hurricanes to get a bounce back after going down 2-0. So, and we also got over 5.5 goals. I think there's going to be a lot of goals scoring tonight. Um, from what I've read, that's what someone else is thinking too. So we're gonna hope that they're right on that. Sebastian Ho is gonna get a point. Casa said so. That's what we're rolling with, and we're rolling with Micah. What's his name, bro?
Mika Zibanejad.
Yeah. That guy. So, all together, that's plus 388.
Okay.
That's
Nice
not
little
too
same
bad.
game parlay.
Yeah. We got a little something. But yeah, that's what I got for that. What do you got for that?
For that game, I was probably you put up that as a hockey quarter. No, I'm probably sitting on the. I'm not doing all the props like you, but I'm liking that money line, and then the under could be interesting, but it hasn't been too fruitful because each of the game has hit 7 games, so I might stay off the under, just lock in with the money line on the Canes.
Yeah, stay off the under. The goalies are gonna be letting shit up tonight. Trust me.
He said, "Trust me, we need it. That's why."
Per source expert. This guy. But what? You like the Canes?
I do, bro. Of course, I said I like him.
All right. What about the next game?
You know my opinion. I said it at the beginning of the show. Betting on the abs is like drugs, man. You can't stop, bro. It's free money half the time. It's like a money machine. But
Yes.
tonight might be the t- tonight might be the night I might have to stay off, unfortunately. But it's such good movement in the Stars' favor.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna stay off because I'm not gonna jinx nobody. 'Cause if I take the Avalanche, they'll lose. I already know.
Yeah. You're like the Trent when it comes to betting on the teams I like to bet on hockey wise. Sometimes, bro, you be messing me
Yeah,
up.
I'm the Trent of hockey. Dude, that dude is terrible. And until I bet against him like one time and he hits his first one in like God knows how long.
Yeah.
Colorado was that 5 in a row at least.
What did they won? Yeah.
I also see they've won 4 out of the last 5 versus Dallas too.
Bro, they're Dallas's kryptonite. This is what I was talking about earlier in the show, and what I would always allude to. Every time they play the Stars the past couple years, they just put their big wingers or forwards in front of Otter and just shoot at him repeatedly. Use speed on them. They know how to play against the Stars, not only on the defensive end in terms of how to defend the Stars, but they also know how to score on the Stars. So, yeah, bro. It's just They're one of the nightmare matchups for Dallas. They always have been the past couple of years. The Stars just do not want to see them, bro. They really don't. And this is going to be a rough series for Dallas. If they win this series, they're going to have way more respect, and they're probably going to the Stanley Cup Finals. Which I don't think they're going to win the series. I got Colorado winning the series.
So Avalanche, not tonight, but next night.
Oh,
Or
the Avalanche, for example. Let me see what it is. Saturday night, lock it in. Lock it in on at home. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. I might even take Edmonton game 2 on the bounce back. I think they're going to fix their mistakes that they made. Because the Oilers, I don't see a way that the Canucks can really win that series. It's going to be trouble for them.
but you like Boston tomorrow?
The Bruins?
Yeah.
Nah, bro. I don't know if I do necessarily, bro. Florida, I feel like they're going to get game or 3 or 4 to even it back up to get it back on home ice advantage. I don't know which one yet, but they're getting 3 or 4.
All right.
Like, they're already favored for the game, Florida, on the road.
Yeah, I see they got good movement too.
Yeah. Because they took a lot of momentum last night. It was 6-1, bro.
I see
They
the
lost
Canucks
5-1
good movement as well.
Yeah, bro. Of course they do. They're at home.
I see they got good money too. I'm gonna watch that.
That's something to be interested in. What do you think about Friday night? Where is it? What do you think about Friday night? The game with let me pull it up. Nuggets Timberwolves. They're minus 4.5. The T Wolves right now sitting at 4.5, 3.5.
Dude, they're
Around
finally
5.
playing again.
Yeah, they play on Friday.
I feel like they haven't played in like a week.
Travel day.
Denver might need this one.
I think so, but the T Wolves still have good line movement, and it's a home game.
Yeah, I'm just was where the money's at. I think there's gonna be late movement.
You're right, but we also said the Denver needed game 2, and it didn't matter. They got blown out.
Yeah, but you know that T-Wolves future, man, is just looking better and better and better. I just because if they beat the Nuggets, then they can easily take out the Thunder. That's nobody. That's nobody. Bro. And
I
then
don't know about. I think the Thunder is solid, bro. I don't know about nobody. They're gonna put up a fight, but I think the T Wolves can beat them for sure.
yeah,
I'm not saying they're not good
Edwards
though,
is better than Shea.
but the surrounding cast isn't better than what OKC has. You're looking
Hey,
at Jaden. Who's better than Jalen Williams on Minnesota?
nobody. He's a prop. He's a prop king, bro.
And then you have Chet, and then you have all
And
the
I'm
shooting
talking
guards
about
that they have.
not the sucky one, not the light skinned dude. He's bad, man.
You
Not
talking
to
about Jonte Porter? No Jonte?
no. There's two Jalen Williams.
No, I know. I know the one you're talking about, J Dub. I was just making a joke. No Jonte.
Yeah. That dude's.
Nah,
Woo!
man.
Did
But
make a couple threes last game. But
that's just about it. The only thing I'll get into, and I want to give a shout out, is I'm gonna be honest with y'all, brothers. Chelsea's on the road on this Saturday, going on the road. They played Nottingham. I'm gonna take Chelsea, man. Money line. I'm riding with the Blues. I like the confidence that they have behind the team right now. I think they're gonna be able to win this game. It could be a draw, but they have good movement, bro. I'm taking Chelsea money line on Saturday, most likely.
yeah, I would say take Man City, but they're minus 450, so don't do that because that's
Yeah,
silly.
Chelsea's sitting around right now, even money. There's a difference. Yeah, Man City's the 7:30 game too. See, and they had crazy movement in their favor because City's gonna win the league this year
Chelsea's had crazy movement.
in their favor. I'm probably taking Chelsea on Saturday, yeah. But where was the game I was looking for this weekend? There was one more game. Oh yeah, Arsenal. Arsenal went from minus 195 money line to minus 260 money line on the road in Manchester. I'd probably take Arsenal, yes, but that's a game you might want to stay off just because United's going to be desperate to show they're hungry, unless they've just completely rolled over and they said, we want the coach fired, so there's nothing we can do. If that's the case, then yeah, no, take Arsenal, it's a lock. Maybe that's why the movement's so vicious, but I would stay off that game. It's not looking too good.
All right, man.
But that's pretty much all for me. Did you have anything else you want to look at, Parlay?
Not really.
All right, man. We here on this Thursday, man. We'll be back again on Monday with another banger, 45-minute plus episode, man. We'll be back. That's Parlay. I'm Matt, man. We the Gritty Gamblers. Peace out.
Doing, 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 doing.
Here comes the money.
Money, 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 money,
Well,
money.
I bet I could change the odds for every bookmaker in the country.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money